Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Parker.
Do you think you're smart?
No.
What do you think our IQs are? What does that stand for?
Intelligent quotes.
Identificate. Oh,
I don't think it
I
actually
thought
means
I got it mixed up with ID.
IQ, meaning this is how smart I am. Intelligence quotient. Oh, I just got the shortened version. Intelligent quotes. Yeah, it's intelligent quotient. What do you think your intelligent quotient is?
Not good.
Not good.
420.
Did you
Unless.
say? Oh
Oh
wow.
wait, no, that means I'm like super smart. So 6'9", probably 69.
I would say that no, you're definitely not at a 69, bro.
Why not?
Because 2.1% of the population is there.
Is it good or bad?
That's bad, bro. At 69?
You're stupid at 69.
Yeah. I'd probably have like 1 to 105 IQ. Like honestly. Nah, maybe up to 150. Yeah, I'm probably at the 0.1% at 145 plus.
I live at the edges, you know.
Well, who is that one dude?
What, dude?
The math dude.
Oh, William Sidis or something.
Yeah.
He was a math prodigy, an American math prodigy, and then he just it fizzled out in adult life. He just he couldn't find the why, you know?
What the fuck does intelligence even mean? Like
I
what's
don't know.
the
Isn't it like, for me, isn't it supposed to be like the ability to adapt in every situation or like understand?
like gain or
Kind of like, let's say I was just
apply?
like, hey, you have to do this at this hospital today. Like, how fast will you pick up what you need to do without,
Let's
like,
look
how
up
fast will you ask questions? Do you figure shit out?
intelligence, the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. So that's like
Adaptive.
common sense. That's not even like
Yeah, that's why it's not so common. That's
yeah,
what more like common sense is the actual intelligence instead of
book smarts and shit, you know? The second one is the collection of information of military or political value.
intelligence. Yeah, Roger. On your six, bro. Check.
Oh my god, there's someone
Dude,
there.
Charlie, dude.
Charlie.
Anyway.
Ew.
So you always top 10 smartest
I feel
people.
like sorry,
All
I feel
right.
like Phil
All right.
I feel like Phil would be a cow name. Phil. I'm on that list, aren't I?
So, the top 10 smartest people in the world.
Uh-huh. I'm on.
Number 10, cow. Dude, no, I'm just kidding. It's a cow.
Cows. Parker. What?
10, Nikola Tesla. Dude, this is just a list I found that wasn't like 40 plus because I didn't want to deal with all that. So this is 20. So I'll bop around, but I just went straight to 10 because who's got that time, right?
Uh-huh.
So number 10, good old Nikola Tesla, allegedly. He made a death ray or something. His estimated IQ was about 195.
Okay, see, I'm like 5 below them.
Yeah, so who's gonna break 200? You know, number 9, it says I might pronounce this wrong, but Satyendra Nath Bose was
Wow.
a Bengali Indian physicist whose brilliant work on quantum mechanics with Einstein resulted in Bose-Einstein statistic. Oh, dude, this is the guy bosons are named after.
Oh.
A class of particles are named after him. It doesn't say his IQ though. Number 8, Marie Curie, Polish physicist and chemist. IQ estimated between 180 and 200. So we're
Damn.
breaking the 200 barrier. Who else? Confucius, dude. He was a highly influential Chinese philosopher and teacher renowned for popular aphorisms. What's an aphorism? It does not show an estimated IQ for Confucius.
A pithy observation that contains a general truth such as if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So his phrases.
A concise statement of a scientific principle typically by the ancient classical author. Definitions.
Number
Yeah.
6, here he is, Albert Einstein, you know, German Jewish theoretical physicist, everybody knows, E equals MC the square. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, but his IQ estimated between 160 and 190. So we're dropping back down, dude. So far, Marie Curie allegedly is in the lead with her 200 IQ
Sort
ish.
of. Is it proven by the Guinness World Record?
I don't know. William Shakespeare at number 5.
Really?
I guess IQ of 210 estimated approximation of that. Oh, dude, 3 and 4 are Plato and Aristotle. I don't know if they like share it, but I guess theirs both is supposed to be between 180 and 190. I don't know who's estimating this. 2, Sir Isaac Newton's
Nootsky.
IQ of 193 estimated, and number 1, Leonardo da Vinci,
Okay.
estimated IQ of 200. Let's go north of 10, dude. Did you know all those people? I knew all those people except for the boson guy.
Yeah, I knew all of them. I'm looking at a different list here.
Gottfried Leibniz. 182 to 205. Oh, so this is not in order.
I'm looking at one that. Do you know who James Woods is?
Like the one the Family Guy school is named after, like James Woods the actor, the
Yeah.
James Woods.
Yeah, supposedly
What?
he had an IQ of 180.
Whoa, he's supposed to be
He
super smart or
achieved a
something?
perfect 800 on the verbal and 779 on the math portions of the pre-1995 SAT. He attended MIT on scholarship and was described by IMDb as having an IQ of 180. So you can't really trust that.
What?
But I guess he's
He
pretty
went to
smart.
MIT. Dude, who's this guy? Avicenna, aka Ibn Sina, was a Persian polymath who is regarded as one of the most important thinkers of the Islamic Golden Age.
I have no idea who that is. Oh, here we go. I have
Johann Goethe.
Kim Ung-yong has a verified IQ of 210. That's a verified IQ. Yong could fluently speak at 6 months old.
Who is this guy?
Kim Ung-yong. I think he's just a super smart dude. Oh, after leaving NASA at 16, he was offered enrollment at Korea's most prestigious universities. Instead, he chose provincial college to earn his PhD in civil engineering. Let's see if he's done anything fun. Wow. Verified IQ of 210. That is intense.
Cleopatra's on my list.
Whoa.
What an IQ of around 180. Cleopatra and James Woods could shoot the schniz. Okay, so it says she was the last pharaoh of Ptolemaic Egypt, ruling the country for almost 30 years. She was fluent in 5 languages and had an IQ of around 180. She was also known for canoodling with Julius Caesar and the Mark Antony guy, you know?
Not the canoodling.
The guy's on my list. William Sidis,
Oh.
1898 through 1944, was an American child prodigy whose IQ was reportedly between 250 and 300.
Holy.
Perhaps the highest ever. He had outstanding abilities in math, entered Harvard at age 11, and claimed to know 40 languages. An MIT professor. Was it James Woods? Couldn't be because he wasn't alive. Predicted the young Sidis would become the greatest mathematician of the 20th century. William crashed and burned as an adult, however, holding menial jobs and getting in trouble with the law. He was probably just so fucking awakened. Imagine being that smart and then confronting like an existential crisis.
Fuck that.
Right?
That'd just be floods and floods of information at once and understanding, and it'd be intense. He's on my list too. He's the top one on my list. The dude right below him, Terrence Tao, verified IQ of 230. At 8 years old, Tao achieved a score of 760 on the pre-1995 SAT. Received a PhD from Princeton at 20, and at 24 became the youngest ever full professor at UCLA.
That's an achievement. Have you ever heard of Johnny Kim?
No.
You have, dude. He's probably gonna start floating around Instagram. I'm always seeing like pictures of him with quotes on them. I don't think they're his quote. They're probably most of them are his quotes, but people use him like, you know, people put random, like they'll put philosophers behind quotes and shit.
Oh, he's the doctor.
Dude, he had a crazy upbringing. He grew up in LA. His parents had a liquor store that they ran, and his dad had like, I don't know what happened. I forgot how he explained it. If he was just like having some issues with finances or life or whatever it was, but his dad was killed in his attic by police.
Oh shit.
Like a police shootout. So I'm hearing this, and I'm like, oh, doctor, lawyer, or whatever. And then you hear about his story, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah,
What?
he made it out.
Then he becomes a Navy SEAL, and he's in Ramadi with those dudes, with like everybody, like Chris Kyle, Michael Mansour, the Medal of Honor guy. Who else? Well, Jocko. But then he becomes a doctor, and now he's going to space. So
that's pretty fucking sick. I don't know if I'd want to. I don't know if I'd be able to go through all that. I mean, imagine how much he saw in the war, and then imagine how much he's seen in being a doctor.
He probably, you know how you're drawn to things that you're just naturally good at. It just happens. Like people that draw just somehow find out that they are good at drawing. Just somehow just do it. I don't know how it is, but or you just get hooked on things. So with that, I think he has like, he's just, who wouldn't want to be that? A Navy SEAL, a doctor. But I think
very admirable. Yeah.
Like a lot of people would want to do that, but they wouldn't actually enjoy the day to day. Like think about sitting in a hospital and being a doctor or training to go to space. Like bless you.
Thank you.
The only fun thing out of those for me would be attempting the Navy SEAL one.
Yeah, I think I'd probably like the space one.
But to do all three and to take anything to the highest level like he has, I think you have to be really into it.
Well, and they probably all interested him too.
In his head, it works for him, and it makes for like one cool story because that's not, I mean, maybe if he was an astronaut, but before the internet, will we have heard about people like him? Because think about it, probably once he became an astronaut, but what if he was like,
Yeah, if he was
what
just a
if he just
Navy.
worked at NASA? You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Yeah,
if
I
he did
probably
some
wouldn't know.
engineering? Like, what if he was a SEAL doctor engineer? If it wasn't for the internet, you'd never hear about him. So it's like, how many cool people in
But even
history?
think about that. We got like we got lucky because if they were just even a little bit older, let's say they were like 10 years older than they are, they probably would not be using any computer shit, like computer shit. They would just be out of it,
Well,
right?
they wouldn't be them. Their experiences would
Yeah,
probably be
it'd be
different, so it
different
would
too.
lead down a different life path. So it
Yeah.
would be a totally different human. But I wonder how many people in pre-internet history that didn't necessarily change the world on a global scale, but they did. They made huge impacts, large enough like waves to affect even countries. Like how many countries have famous people that are famous to that country that you never hear about? What do you do? How high do you take it? But it's a lot easier to be global now with the internet. So I feel like a
And it's
lot,
also a lot easier to be local too.
but still with that, there's a more, all it means is that the sample size increases. So there's just going to be more of the top of the top.
I
Like,
almost feel like it might be easier to go viral globally than like just viral locally, unless the right people see your post locally.
it's just about people
Like the
being
reach.
attracted to that. Like he doesn't have to do anything because he's not trying to be a social media personality. All he's trying to do is what he's doing. Like I think he's got a full plate with. He's probably just. I don't know his situation, but like right now, obviously we say these three things. He's not doing them at the same time.
Yeah,
Like
no.
he's not an active duty Navy SEAL, a doctor, and an astronaut. Like he's probably just doing the astronaut thing right now, but he might still do doctor work. He might be in the reserves. Who knows? The guys, did people like that? They're just high level, man. Who knows? Maybe he is in like a reserve thing or something.
No, I think he's going full blown astronaut. He'll
Dude, you think this
post.
is some kind of CIA thing? They're getting him up there because he's like
Oh,
a
for the Space
SEAL.
Force.
Yeah, for Space Wars. So he's like, listen,
Oh,
we need you to go up there. You're a pretty smart dude. You have combat experience. You're a doctor, so you know medicine and stuff. So you know how to keep these guys alive. Why don't you go up there and set up our first Space Force Special
go and
Forces?
test guns up there and
Yeah, and
shit.
we'll just tell, yeah. He's a doctor astronaut. Johnny Kim.
Well, he probably
Fucking.
still achieved that shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
But
they
that's the
took him
cover
because
story
he's
they're
the
putting up.
perfect cover story. So
Yeah,
that's probably what happens. Like you don't go to them, they come to you. They're probably like, "Hey, bro,
they
you
are always
wanna
watching.
right?"
The superhero shit that you see in like the movies, it happens in real life too, like the scoping out and stalking and shit. Like,
Yeah. So who knows? Well, dude, I was reading an article. I think I just stumbled upon it randomly. I don't know what it was, but it was shoot, I can't remember. It was about the CIA, but I think it was because I was watching Jack Ryan. I mentioned that. I watched that show. And then I looked up something about the CIA because I had a question about like what department or whatever the fuck, how it worked, how it was laid out. And this guy was talking about how the CIA can recruit. And I don't know if this is true or not. He could just be making this up for the dramatic effect of his article, but he was a journalist or something, and he went to a prestigious college, I guess, and he did well in whatever his undergrad was, whatever. So the CIA sent him a letter, but it was just from an unlisted government agency. So it was like this government agency would like to contact you and use your ability, whatever. And then they didn't list the agency, but they were like, left a way to get back to them. So then he calls back or whatever, or gets in touch with them. And apparently it is the CIA. They confirmed it on the phone. And he says, I don't want to do this. So the lady on the phone goes, okay, we'll put your file in the inactive section. And he's like, what the inactive? And then he's like, the CIA might have a file on anybody. He's like, no, the CIA probably has a file on high profile people, like celebrities that spout off about like
yeah,
crazy shit. And they probably have a profile on those that they want to recruit. Like they might get a list of from all the colleges that show them the people with the highest IQs attending. And then they look through those people. Who knows? This is all hypothetical. Yeah, if you could, we need to get cameras, dude. That'd be funnier
yeah.
because you can't see our eyes shiftily moving from.
No, they're not shiftily moving. No,
Yeah, no.
huh?
They're furiously winking.
Bro, this is completely off topic, but I just was gonna say like we need like subtitles or something for our movements. You ever just seen those in movies?
Crying in Spanish.
Yeah. Are you against subtitles or are you for subtitles?
What does that even mean? If it's like Narcos, then yeah, I'm for
Well,
subtitles.
okay, but what if it's just like just any
If it's a language I can understand, I'll turn them off because I don't want the writing on the screen. But if I'm watching a show that's in a different language that I don't know, of course I want subtitles.
Dude, I honestly think I got hearing problems because
Okay.
like I can hear without like anything in my ears, nothing like no hearing aids, and everything sounds clear. But it's like I have to put so much brain power on that. Like I can't hear in the background. Does that make sense?
Really?
Like I can't look away from the screen and like process what's going on or process like what they say.
Huh.
It's weird. Like so with subtitles, I can at least read it and like process it easy. Ooh, that was
We're actually 14.
yeah. So
Anyway,
I like
so-
reading subtitles. No, but also I think it's because like my dad always had them on.
I know that when you go into different countries, sometimes they probably do that here too with Spanish over or any other language that you order because you could order the different TV, whatever it's called. Each language probably has their own thing, like where you could get that country's TV channels on your TV here.
Oh yeah.
So you could just like watch that instead of watching whatever's going on here, but you wouldn't get like the local weather or anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point is that there are some ones where it's not subtitles, but it's voiceover
Oh,
where the person will talk over
The
in the
dubs.
other language, and it's like, dude,
subtitles.
subtitles. I'd rather hear them say it because then you could like. I watched Narcos, like I binge Narcos in the winter because it's winter, and I swear I was like, dude, I'm ready to learn Spanish.
You know, it's probably like all the anime lovers is want to learn Japanese. That's probably why. And then, but have you ever? I've heard like one dubbed anime.
Is something like that Yu-Gi-Oh or something? Is that anime? Because
I'm
that's
the-
what I've seen, but I don't think I've ever seen real anime.
I'm not the person to ask about that because I don't really watch it. Like, do you know what Attack on Titan is?
No. What's the one with Raven and the green guy that had a crush
the,
on Raven?
Teen
Teen Titans. I've seen that. Is that anime?
I don't think so because I don't know if the anime people call like Avatar the Last Airbender anime. I don't think they would call that anime. But Naruto, I don't even know how to say it. Naruto.
Naruto? Dude, Naruto. And like Goku or something.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh shit.
Those are animes. But I've seen dubbed animes before.
Is it like plural? Like those are animes or anime? Those are anime, like fish.
I think it'd be animes because an anime is like a show. Now I know, like, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your favorite fast food place? I'd say like McDonald's for price and price stability. You know, it doesn't fluctuate all that often. But when I pull up to Wendy's and a 4 for $4 is now a 4 for $4, you know, $4.44. I'm like,
Biggie bag.
yeah, the biggie bag's fire, but I mean, sometimes I don't want that much fucking burger. Sometimes Wendy's makes me kind of sick.
Dude, people be like, well, McDonald's everywhere. It's like, yeah, because they're always open. They always have food. And they're always everywhere.
Yeah, when was the last time you pulled up, other than the ice cream, when was the last time you pulled up to a McDonald's? They're like, we don't have that right now.
I don't even know. When was the last time there was one closed after midnight? I always need food at like 2, 3 in the morning. Nothing's open but McDonald's, dude.
And then
That's
how
why
many
they're
times do you pull up
raking
to
it in.
like KFC or like fucking Wendy's even? They're like, oh, we have no fries right now. And it's like,
Right.
how?
It's like, you know, there's the people you want, you know, there's what you want and then there's what you need. You know, you want Wendy's, you want all that, but they're closed. They're not there for you when McDonald's is, which is all the time, constantly. There's
Tracking.
golden arches feet from your house no matter where you live.
Low key.
Even if you live out on a farm somewhere, it's
It's like
probably it's
Walmart's.
gonna be like 4 million feet from your house. There's somewhere feet from your house. Feet.
Yep. It's like Walmart's.
Yeah, they're
Walmart's
somewhere
everywhere.
out there.
They're watching.
You know, speaking of Walmart, I think I mentioned this before. The son, Sam Walton's son, one of them was in SOG. That's all I'm gonna say. Look it up.
Look it up.
They're all worth like $53 billion a piece or some shit. All his kids.
God damn.
You think they put it together and they're like scheming? They're like, nyah, 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 nyah.
Ultra Walmart.
Yeah.
Probably. Just a Walmart.
Take over a neighborhood, make it into a giant store. People literally drive through Walmart.
That'd be kind of sick.
The biggest shelves in the world.
wait. The whole idea is just biggest shelves in the world. The drive-through Walmart, or
No, the drive-through Walmart. I mean, the
Oh,
biggest shelves in the world. Bro,
okay.
drive-through Walmart is
That's smart.
brilliant, dude. I'm thinking of
it's
actually.
it's like the biggest
They're
shelves
gonna
in the
steal
world.
my idea.
It's probably not the biggest shelves in the world, but just like the most shelving.
Right. What do you think the speed limit's got to be like 25 so you can grab shit?
Wait, do the employees drive around in cars too?
Like pickup trucks with lights and shit.
Oh, like no, like the fucking I got it. The luggage carriers at airports,
Right.
because they got to carry all the fucking.
They're the
food
ones
and
that
shit.
pull you over if you're speeding or some shit, and then they throw you out, and then you get outside of the building, outside of the complex. You get the cops are like, "Hey,
Hey man.
you're speeding in a Walmart."
Well, I honestly, if they were to make that, they'd probably have like the car wash tracks, and you could pre-plan a route.
Yeah, but people would just stop like they do with their carts and just get out of the car and go into the aisle, and you'd be like, "There's traffic, backed up." Don't spit water.
Just saying, there's traffic in a Walmart and actually meaning cars.
It's gonna be like a neighborhood in there.
Well, then like the dumbasses will get out and just get hit by another car, and they'll be like, "Hey, why'd you hit my car?"
And it's like the size of a stadium, because you got to be able to drive around inside. But
I still even think like a stadium. You need like the size of like Massachusetts.
yeah, they're gonna have to put a dome over Massachusetts.
You had to drive fucking 3 hours just to go and get some fucking water.
Some states are just gonna become Walmart. Delaware is definitely the first to get broken up into like, here, half of you. What county you live in, Jewel? Like
fucking Food Lion.
yeah,
That's a East Coast. What county do you live in, Jewel?
yeah. We're moving from Walmart to Aldi.
Damn, that'd be kind of wild, huh?
Our whole lives are gonna change. What we eat, where we visit.
It just depends on where you live as your diet base.
Right, you got like a lake in aisle 3. You could go fishing there and shit.
Wait, are we just
Imagine
are we
living-
explaining just like medieval farmers, just like
I don't know. We're not
Trading?
anything.
they're just trading because it's like the houses just became the aisles.
Yeah.
Like then we like our fucking house, we'd be making like toilet paper or some shit, and then they'd come to our house for toilet paper.
Why do we get? Well, I don't want to make fucking toilet paper. I
Oh,
want to make something cool like swords.
So you want to be the blacksmith?
Yeah, but like today, because I feel like it would be a lot of work. People need like horseshoes and shit. I'm just swords, and they're not really good.
just
I have a shirt
ones that you
press.
hang up on walls.
I have a shirt press and a Yeti mic. I'm gonna make you a sword.
I got a hammer too somewhere. It has flowers all over it.
He has a ball peen hammer.
Ball peen.
Peace.
Doses.